because Christmas is coming up. That was so corny, but that's okay. It's okay to laugh. Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of the Power Transformation Podcast. You know what? I'm going to be myself. I tried that ho, 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 but I couldn't be serious about it. But I'm so glad that you joined me today because this is definitely going to be an episode that I hope that you can relate to because this is a holiday episode. This episode is being dropped just a few days before Christmas. And whether you celebrate Christmas or not, perhaps you celebrate Hanukkah or another holiday, the point remains that it is the holiday season globally, and so many people are ripping and running, going this place and that place to prepare for Christmas and other holidays. And what I want to do is jump right into this. If you're new to this podcast, I welcome you. I am so glad that you have chosen to join. And if you haven't yet subscribed or followed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a 5-star review, and leave a written review. Wait a minute. See, I'm all tongue tied because it's the holiday season. Leave a 5-star rating and then write a review. I love your feedback. We always start this podcast with a positive affirmation. So I'm going to say it once and then you repeat it. I give myself permission to prioritize my needs and well being this holiday season. Yes, give yourself permission to prioritize you this holiday season because it is so easy to experience burnout. It is so easy to get tired down, bogged down with everything going on. And so this episode is how to avoid holiday burnout. I'm going to give you some tips to avoid it. And I like numbers. So let's go today. I'll say five tips to avoid holiday burnout. If you have a pen and paper, go ahead and write these down. If you want to use your notes app or something on your cell phone or on your laptop or computer to jot these down, feel free. But what I'm going to do is take you through techniques that I have used that have helped me as well as techniques that I know that other people have used. But I have tried these techniques and I'm actually implementing them this holiday season, and I feel so good doing it. I really do. So, the holiday season, it is busy with so much. If you have children or grandchildren or even great grandchildren or just loved ones in general, maybe husband, wife, significant other, even if you have grown children or you have siblings, whomever, or you could be at work and they have those secret Santa types of activities. I know that when I was a teacher and educator, we had what was called Secret Snowflake, where it was that gift exchange amongst your colleagues. Well, whatever it is, shopping is a big thing in this holiday season globally. Shopping, 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 shopping. Now, what I'm glad to say is that I've kind of leaned back some from doing that heavy overspending of monies I don't have for the Christmas season. As I have shared, I am a follower of Jesus Christ. So I celebrate Christmas, but I think about the greater meaning behind Christmas. And I don't get into arguments with folks about, well, Jesus wasn't actually born Christmas Day. I know that, but it's the whole point behind the holiday itself, why we celebrate it. And what I'm trying to say to you is that the first thing that you must remember about this holiday season is to remember, this is point one, to avoid holiday burnout, remember the true meaning of the holidays. Y'all, this holiday season, it's more than just giving gifts and parties. But the purpose of this season is to connect with your loved ones, and more importantly, reflecting on what really matters the most in life. You can show the holiday spirit without spending money or even going over budget. You don't even have to get a gift and still feel the holiday season. Now, this is just my own personal opinion. I do think it's special for kids to get gifts. I really do. But especially as an adult, sure, I like gifts, but you don't have to break the bank in order to give gifts, because the true meaning of this season is to emphasize joy, peace, kindness, goodwill, gratitude, humility. That is what the holidays are really about. And when I say holidays, I'm just not including Christmas, but I am including all of the multiple holidays that are being celebrated at this time. There was a time back in the day when people would say happy holidays, and I was ignorant back then, and I would say, well, it's Christmas time. But I had to get a bit more sharper than that and realize that there are more holidays that are celebrated at this time of the year, even outside of Christmas. I celebrate Christmas, but there are many people who do not, and they celebrate their respective holiday, and some people don't celebrate any holiday at all, and that's okay too, but it doesn't mean they still can't value what this time of year is all about. Now, the whole trick is if only we could get the rest of the world to be like this the entire year. And we know everything going on in our world currently. We don't take light of that, with wars and genocides and so much more happening, just horrible, horrible things happening in our world. But we can still take a moment to not get so stressed out and burnt out about this upcoming holiday season by remembering the true meaning. Just take a pause and just look around and be grateful for what you do have. That's what the holiday season is about. So that's tip number one. Tip number two. Now let's go a different way. If you are buying gifts, and I know that several of you probably are already finished with your Christmas and holiday shopping, but maybe some of you, like me, like me, haven't even started yet. But what I want you to do with this, a second way, excuse me, something I've had to learn how to do to avoid burnout, stick to a budget. Stick to a budget, y'all. Stick to that budget. Don't go over budget. Yes, you heard me. Stick to a budget. Y'all, overspending can truly cause stress. Overspending can cause you to go into funds that you weren't expecting to spend. Overspending causes relationship strain, because if your overspending is affecting your ability to meet other financial obligations, that could really affect the state of your marriage or your household or your relationship. Overspending also leads you to make impulsive and unwise decisions. And this holiday season is good for it with the advertisements, but especially when you go into the stores. Oh my goodness, you hear that wonderful Christmas music, and everybody's smiling and saying happy holidays or have a Merry Christmas. And you just get so excited and you want to spend, spend, spend. At, at. Don't you do it. Because what it'll do is that overspending will cause you to have guilt, shame, and definitely regret. And after the holiday season, you'll think about you have bills to pay or other things that you wanted to budget for, and you went to an extreme. So, number two, again, stick to a budget. Tip three on how to avoid holiday burnout: get enough sleep. Okay, get enough sleep. This may sound simple, but it's so important. Lack of sleep will cause physical harm to your body. I have a prior episode about the benefits of sleep that I did in season one of the podcast last year. Go back and listen to that if you can. But what I wanted to just tell you is get sleep so that you can really enjoy the holidays. And when I say holidays, I'm stretching it out from, of course, I'll just say from the time this podcast airs all the way into the beginning of the year of 2024. And the reason why is even after, say, Christmas Day is over, you want to have some time to really rest and relax and unwind. Now, some of you, I know you do work and you work constantly. I know people like that who have jobs that demand a lot of them, but that means even after coming home from work, making time to actually sleep and rest your body, because getting enough sleep will give you the energy you need to continue with your holiday activities. And you want to make sure that you are nourishing your mind, body, and spirit in multiple ways, including through sleep. Sleep is really a driving factor in your life. Y'all, I've been tired lately, so I decided to work on my sleep. I work during the day with the entrepreneurship through the coaching, other types of things, podcasting. So I'm working during the day, although I don't have a traditional 9 to 5. And I also do contract work, things of that nature. But what I do is I make time to cook and eat dinner. I make time to check in with my loved ones. I make time to even catch up on a show that I might want to watch. I don't watch a lot of television, but I make sure to watch a show. And I'm doing all of this in time so I can go to bed at a reasonable time. And I often in my days, well, I talk to him throughout the day, but once my boyfriend gets off of work, we'll call and we'll talk, and he works really late, so we will be up talking late, but we both are respectful when we know that we need to get sleep. And so we know what time that we have to get off so that I can sleep, he can sleep, etc. And I make sure to get plenty of sleep. And that helps to energize me for the next day. So I'm sharing all that just to show you that even if your life is jam-packed and busy, you can still make time for sleep. So get sleep to avoid holiday burnout. Number two, excuse me, number four. See, number four. I'm talking about something. Number two. Number four, the fourth tip in avoiding holiday burnout is to set boundaries of when to say no. You may be invited to a lot of different parties, a lot of different activities, a lot of different events this holiday season. It's okay to say no. It's okay to pick and choose what you want to do. You don't have to do everything. Even on Christmas Day, you don't have to house hop. On New Year's Eve, maybe you go to church to ring in the new year. Maybe you go to a party. Maybe you spend it with friends. Maybe you spend it quietly at home. What I want you to do is really think about what boundaries are you setting? Healthy boundaries are you setting so that you know when something is too much to handle and how to use discernment and wisdom in saying no. And all of that connects back to tip three about getting sleep is if you don't get your sleep, then you're just going to be so tired and so burnt out and so exhausted. And that could also fog your memories and fog your thoughts about how to set boundaries effectively. It is okay to say no. It's okay to also set boundaries um, around gift giving. You don't have to give everybody and their great grandfather a gift for Christmas or whatever holiday that you celebrate. You ain't got to do it. Mm-mm. Lean back, fall back, and just say no. Just say no. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say no. And the fifth tip to avoid holiday burnout, I say this a lot, y'all, but again, I'm a wellness coach, is, are you ready for it? Prioritize self-care. Coach Alethea, what do you mean by that? This is what I mean. In this holiday season, to avoid burnout, make sure that you are doing activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as meditation. Maybe you like to do yoga. Maybe you enjoy exercising or going for a walk. Maybe you like a nice spa day. Maybe you want to get a pedicure or manicure. Even if you're a man, you like you still need good hygiene and health as well. So get a pedicure. Yes, a man can get a pedicure. Do things that are going to give you peace, that are going to take you away from the hustle and bustle of everything happening this holiday season. Some of you cook during these holidays more than ever. Do a self-care activity, maybe even connected to that. Maybe making gingerbread cookies or some type of Christmas treat or dessert or a meal that you like to do and you're not making it for the huge crowd. Maybe just relaxing with some nice holiday music. Or if you have a fireplace, starting a fire, sitting by it, journaling and writing your thoughts. These are all forms of self-care. There's no right or wrong with that, but just make certain that you are getting it in. So the 5 tips, remember, number 1, remember the true meaning of the holidays. Number 2, stick to a budget. 3, y'all, sleep, sleep, sleep. Get your sleep in. Number 4, set your healthy boundaries. And number 1, prioritize you. Prioritize self-care. Those are the tips that I have for you to avoid burnout this holiday season. And I want you, on behalf of me as well as my family and loved ones, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and or overall holiday season. There will be another episode dropped, of course, before the new year. But as you listen to this one, I just want you to really remember the reason for the season, the meaning behind it all, and to don't get caught up in the capitalism or materialism of this holiday. Gifts are nice. I'm not knocking gifts, but make certain that it is not your sole focus and aim. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Power Transformation Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow or subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and write a review. It helps us inspire even more listeners. And don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use a little power in their transformation. Until next time, keep bouncing back, keep rising, and be good to yourself and to others.